you're different than most people. And I think it gives you something special. You stand for something that is bigger and bolder and better than any single individual's contribution.
Welcome to the 2020 celebration of the American Business Awards. With us tonight is Gemini Industries Incorporated Vice President Pedro Torres. It's been a big result for Gemini tonight to be named the 2020 Aerospace and Defense Company of the Year. What does that mean? How important is that to Gemini, to your team, and to you yourself?
Having served in the military for well over 20 plus years, there's nothing like having the opportunity to be recognized behind the scenes as the force provider to the warfighters and making sure that what we do is making a difference.
If you're a commander of a unit, you are responsible for everything that happens or fails to happen. And I see that embodied in the professionalism of all of the Gemini employees on this team. Everyone has a dedication to excellence. They all have a commitment to the mission that they're part of. They all want to contribute. No one is just sitting by and letting others do the work.
It just represents everything that the Gemini team as a whole has come together and done for the customer and national security. We push no fail, no excuses to the extreme. There's people on the front lines that need our help and our support, and they can't take it a failure or an excuse, and we have to continue to push and do what we do to make sure that they're taken care of.
When people talk about aerospace defense, we want to be compared with Boeing. We're going to be compared with General Dynamics, Raytheon, and those companies. And honestly, I think that's a huge deal right now nowadays.
Thinking big is what champions do. Coming up with ideas that take you beyond the boundary of what people had previously accepted as the end state. Going beyond that to something that's bigger and better, more urgent and more important. I think that's one of the things that Victoria and Pedro and the other people all have a mindset to do. And it's not something that I find to be all that common.
So I think if you look at all of them together, the big piece that makes it really important is the fact it's recognition for the company, which makes pride in the company. When you see your company get an award, you feel good about it because you know you're part of a bigger picture. And I think that's the big impact it's going to be is people's recognition of Gemini as being a good place to work.
The Aerospace and Defense Award means a lot. It means that we've been recognized for the great work that we've done over 30 years, and not just by our peers, but by others who judge us on how we do and the great work that we do, that they can see that and that we're awarded for that. It's a great thing.
Well, from the company perspective, it lends credibility to an all-in culture that Gemini is trying to build. And it's a reason, as you say, to celebrate success and hard work all together.
Making sure that it's a benefit not only to us, but for our national defense, the national security environment. It is nice to provide solutions, and we know at the end of the day that we've made a difference.
It did not happen by accident. Success in the really tough fights requires two things. First, hard work, and the second is a recognition that you win the really tough ones by inches. The difference between being a champion and an also-ran often is measured in inches.